The first 15 days of May, I made $7,639 on Amazon KDP with one brand and 3 books, and I didn't spend a single dollar on ads. I've been running this same system for 3 years, and today I'm going to show you exactly how it works. If you've spent any time in the self-publishing space, you already know what everyone recommends. Find profitable keywords, invest in Amazon ads, and publish as many books as you can. That's the standard advice, and most people follow it. The reality is that method will keep you dependent on Amazon's advertising platform forever, and the day you stop paying, the sales stop too. What few people say is that there's a completely different way to build this business, one that doesn't cost you anything in ad spend and keeps growing even when you're not actively putting money into it. I've built this system over 3 years, tested it across multiple books, and last month alone it generated over $22,700. My best book has made over $180,000 in 3 years without a single ad. I'm not saying this to impress you, I'm saying it because I want you to understand that this is not theory. This works. What I'm going to show you today is a 3-step system. The first step is building the right book, and most people get this wrong before they've even started. The second is content marketing, which is how you reach people who don't even know your book exists yet. The third is email marketing, which is how you make sure that audience is yours permanently, regardless of what Amazon decides to do. Let's start with the book, because this is where most people make a mistake they don't even realize they're making. The self-publishing space right now is flooded with people using AI to write books about topics they know absolutely nothing about. And I understand the logic. If an AI can write the book, why do you need to know anything? The problem is that the book is not the end of the process, it's the beginning. And if you don't understand what you wrote, you cannot market it. Think about it. The strategy I'm going to show you in this video is built on content marketing, creating videos and posts that speak directly to the people who need your book. To do that, you need to talk about the topic with authority. You need to answer questions, address objections, and speak to the specific pain points your reader has. If you used AI to write about a topic you've never thought about in your life, you have nothing to say. You can't create content, and without content, this entire system stops working before it even starts. This is exactly why I always say, choose something you already know. It doesn't have to be something you're a certified expert in. It can be something you've lived, something you experiences, something you figure out through years of trial and error. The point is that you can speak about it naturally, consistently, and with real conviction, because that's what content marketing requires. And this is what separates a book that sells for years from a book that disappears in 3 months. It's not the keyword, it's not the cover, it's whether the person behind it can keep talking about it long enough for the system to work. But knowing your topic is only half of it. The other half, and this is what most people never even consider, is understanding what your book can actually become beyond the sale. Most people in this space think of a book as a product. You write it, you publish it, you sell it, and then you write another one. That's the volume model. And if that's how you think about it, you will always be chasing the next book, the next keyword, the next trend, because the moment one book stops selling, you have nothing. The reality is that a book is not a product, it's an entry point. It's the first thing someone buys from you, not the last. And if you build it around a topic you know well, a topic you can speak about, teach about, and help people with at a deeper level, then the book becomes the beginning of a relationship, not the end of a transaction. What does that look like in practice? It looks like a discount code at the end of your book that points to a coaching call, or a course that goes deeper into the topic, or a community where your readers can connect with each other, or a software tool that solves a problem your book introduces. The book opens the door. The brand walks people through it. I know this sounds like a big shift if you've been thinking about self-publishing as a way to generate passive income from a product, but think about what it means for your business. One book, one brand, one audience, and you monetize that audience over and over again at different price points through different offers for as long as you keep showing up. That is a real business. 100 anonymous books with no brand behind them is not. Now I want to show you exactly what this looks like with a real example, because theory is easy and proof is what actually matters. A few years ago, I was sitting with my girlfriend and we started talking about the problems that couples run into after being together for a while. Not serious problems, the quiet ones. The kind where date night starts feeling like a routine, where you run out of things to do together, where the relationship is fine but the spark they used to make everything feel exciting starts to fade. We've all felt it. Most couples don't talk about it, but it's real and it's something people actively want to solve. So we decided to create a book around that problem, a couples activity book, something that gives people date ideas and challenges to do together. On the surface, that sounds like something anyone could do, and they do. There are hundreds of couples activity books on Amazon, but mine made over $180,000 in 3 years without a single ad. And the reason it performed the way it did is not because I found a better keyword. It's because I made one specific product decision that nobody else was making at the time. I added space for photos. That's it. Inside the book, after each challenge, there's a dedicated section where couples can paste in a physical photo of the moment. That one decision changed what the book was. It wasn't just an activity book anymore. It was a memory keeper. Something you hold onto for years, something you pull out after a decade and flip through together. The unique selling point wasn't the date ideas. The date ideas are the vehicle. The memories are the product. And I didn't arrive at that by doing keyword research. I arrived at it by thinking carefully about the person buying the book, what they actually wanted, what they would genuinely value, and what will make this book different from every other one on the shelf. That is the process. Specific beats generic every single time. Before you write a single word of your book, ask yourself this question. What is the one thing about my book that makes it impossible to compare directly to anything else in the market? If you don't have an answer, you don't have a product yet. You have a draft. And once you have that answer, once you know exactly who your book is for and exactly what makes it different, there's one more task it needs to pass before you start writing. Because the right book is not just a great product, it's a content machine. Here's what I mean by that. The strategy in this video requires you to create content consistently. Videos, posts, reels that speak to the problem your book solves. That content is what drives traffic. That content is what builds your audience, and that content is what makes this whole system work without paying for ads. So before you commit to a book idea, ask yourself, can I make 90 videos about this topic? Can I talk about the problem this book solves from personal experience every single day without running out of things to say? If the answer is yes, you have the right book. If the answer is no, if you struggle to fill 10 videos, let alone 90, reconsider the concept. This is the filter most people never apply. They choose a book idea based on what looks profitable. I choose a book idea based on what can market forever. Because a book I can talk about endlessly is a book the system can promote endlessly. And a book nobody can talk about, including the author, is a book that will disappear no matter how good the keyword research was. That's step one, the right book, the foundation everything else is built on. And now that you understand what the foundation looks like, let me show you the second step, the one that most people in this space have never even tried, and the one that made me realize I never needed Amazon ads in the first place. Let me give you a number, and I want you to sit with it for a second. If you create 3 videos per day and you do that every day for 30 days, at the end of the month, you have 90 pieces of content published and live on the internet. Each one of those videos is working for you every time someone watches it. Today, tomorrow, 6 months from now, 2 years from now, 90 assets running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, generating views and sales while you sleep. Now, let me tell you what ads give you. The day you stop paying, the traffic stops. That's it. Every sale you generated through Amazon ads required money in. The moment the money stops, the sales stop. People in this space call Amazon ads a passive income strategy. It is not. It is the most active strategy there is. It requires continuous financial input to produce any output at all. Content marketing is the opposite. It is active work up front. You film the video, you write the hook, you post it, and then it becomes passive the moment you hit publish. Every piece of content you create is a permanent asset. It doesn't expire, it doesn't stop working when your budget runs out, it compounds, and the more of them you have, the more powerful the whole system becomes. Now, I know what you're thinking, 3 videos a day sounds like a full-time job. It isn't. Let me show you exactly what this looks like in practice. You take your book, you hold it up to the camera, you choose a hook, a line of text that appears on screen and speaks directly to the pain point your book solves. You film it, and that's the video. No fancy editing, no professional lighting, no script beyond the hook, just you, your book, and 30 seconds of footage. That takes 10 minutes, maybe less if you've done it a few times. If you have 3 books and 3 TikTok accounts, 1 per book, you film 3 videos per account, that's 9 videos total. You cross-post every single one to Instagram Reels, now you have 9 videos on TikTok and 9 on Instagram. 18 pieces of content published in a single day, and it took you less than 90 minutes. That is the scale this system operates at, and it costs you nothing except time. The only thing that actually requires thought is the hook, because the hook is what stops someone from scrolling past your video. And this is where most self-publishers get content marketing completely wrong. A hook is not buy my book. A hook is not check out my new couples activity book. Nobody stops scrolling for that. Nobody cares about your book until they care about their problem. The right hook speaks to the pain point first. It reaches the person who has the problem your book solves before they know your book exists. Something like, if you've been together for 5 years and date night feels like a chore, watch this. That person was not searching for a couples activity book. They were scrolling through TikTok at 11 at night, half asleep, and that line stopped them because it described exactly how they feel. Now they're watching your video. Now they want to know what you're going to show them. Now they're one step away from clicking the link in your bio and buying your book. This is the layer the keyword and ads method completely misses. Amazon's internal search only reaches people who are already aware they want something, people who are actively searching. Content marketing reaches an entirely different audience. People who have the problem but haven't started looking for the solution yet. That audience is massive. It is orders of magnitude larger than the audience typing keywords into Amazon search bar. And it is completely invisible to every publisher who is only running ads. There is one more reason this matters, and I'll say it in one sentence. When your content brings new customers to Amazon, Amazon rewards you by pushing your book higher in its own search results. External traffic is exactly what Amazon's algorithm wants. It means you're expanding their customer base, not just serving people who were already there. So content marketing doesn't just drive direct sales, it improves your organic Amazon ranking at the same time. Before I move into the third step, I want to give you something practical. If you've been watching this and thinking, okay, I understand the strategy, but how do I actually write hooks that stop people from scrolling? I put together a free resource with 50 hooks specifically written for self-publishers. Real hooks ready to use across different niches and book types. The link is in the description. Grab it before you start filming, because the hook is the only thing that determines whether your video gets watched or ignored. Now, content marketing gets your book in front of people, but getting someone to watch a video is not the same as owning the person as a customer. And that distinction is what step 3 is entirely about. I want to start this section with something that makes a lot of KDP publishers uncomfortable, because most people prefer not to think about it. Amazon can ban your account. It happens. Sometimes there's a clear reason, sometimes there isn't. One morning you wake up and you try to log in, and everything you've built, your books, your reviews, your ranking, your entire publishing history is gone. I've seen it happen to people who did nothing wrong. I've experienced account issues myself, and the publishers who recover quickly from something like that all have one thing in common. They had an email list that Amazon couldn't touch. Your email list is the one asset in this business that belongs entirely to you. Not to Amazon, not to TikTok, not to Instagram, not to any platform that can change its algorithm, update its terms of service, or decide tomorrow that your account violates a policy you didn't know existed. The people on your email list are your customers. You have a direct line to them, and that line survives everything. This is not a hypothetical risk, it is a real one. And if you're building a publishing business without an email list, you are building it entirely on someone else's land. And one day, without warning, they can ask you to leave. But here's what I find interesting. Most KDP publishers who do have an email list are using it in the most basic way possible and leaving almost all of the value on the table. Here is what most people's email marketing looks like. They put a lead magnet inside the book, usually something generic, a checklist or a short PDF, and when someone downloads it, they send 3 or 4 emails trying to sell another book. That's the whole strategy, and then they wonder why email marketing doesn't work for them. The problem is not email marketing, the problem is that they've reduced one of the most powerful tools in this business to a single, shallow use case. Let me show you what email can actually do when you use it properly. First, you don't have to collect emails only through your books. You can collect them through your social media content. A video on TikTok drives someone to your profile. Your bio has a link to a free resource. They download the resource, they're on your list, and now you can sell them the book directly through email. before they've ever visited Amazon. You own that relationship from the very first interaction. Second, email sequences can serve completely different purposes depending on where someone is in their relationship with you. You can have a post-purchase sequence that delivers additional value after someone buys your book and builds trust before you ask for anything else. You can have a review request sequence that sends at exactly the right moment after someone has had time to read and experience the book rather than immediately after purchase when they haven't opened it yet. You can have an upsell sequence that introduces your other books, your course, your coaching, your community in the right order at the right time. Third, and this is the one most people never think about, your email list lets you launch new books to an audience that already trusts you. Instead of starting from zero every time you publish, you send an email to the people who already bought from you, already love your work, and are already looking for more. That launch becomes dramatically easier. The reviews come faster, the sales come faster, Amazon sees early traction and starts pushing the book organically. The whole system accelerates. And this is where I want you to see the complete picture, because step 2 and step 3 are not separate strategies. They are two parts of the same machine, and when you run them together, they compound in a way that neither one can achieve alone. Content marketing grows your audience. Every video you post reaches new people, new potential readers, new potential customers. Some of them buy the book directly, some of them follow you, some of them click through to your lead magnet and join your email list. The list gets bigger. Email marketing monetizes that audience. Every person on your list is someone you can reach directly without an algorithm deciding whether they see your message. You sell them books, you sell them courses, you sell them coaching calls, you build a relationship that keeps generating revenue long after the initial sale. And as your list grows, your content becomes more powerful because you have more people who already trust you, more people who share your videos, more people who buy the moment you post something new, which drives more traffic, which grows the list further, which makes the next launch bigger than the last. This is the flywheel. Content feeds the list monetizes the audience amplifies the content, each one makes the other stronger. And at no point in this loop are you paying for ads depending on Amazon's algorithm or gambling money on a product that hasn't been validated yet. That is the complete system. 3 steps: no ad spam, no keyword gambling, no dependence on a platform that can pull the rug from under you at any moment. Alright, that's the complete system. You came into this video believing that keywords and Amazon ads were the only real path to KDP sales. Most people in this space still believe that, and most of them are spending money every month with very little to show for it. What you now have is something different, a 3-step framework built on a book worth marketing, content that works as permanent asset, and an email list that no platform can ever take from you. Start building something that's yours. If you want to go deeper with both content marketing and email, the exact systems behind everything I covered today, I put together 2 courses that walk you through the full implementation. The price is low. The value inside is the most complete training on organic KDP marketing you'll find anywhere. Link is in the description below. See you in the next one.